Coming up on News Live at 6, educating Syracuse campus on inclusive language around the holidays this winter.
Plus, how to give back to the Central New York community during the holiday season.
And we could be seeing some snow showers over the next 24 hours. I'll have everything you need to know to get prepared for that. News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Finals are upon us and Bird Library is chipping in to help. Good evening and welcome to News Live at 6. I'm John Perik.
And I'm Jake Morel. That's right, finals are starting next week and SU libraries are extending their hours and holding events to help students de-stress. Well, that's nice, John. This Thursday, Therapy Dogs will be in room 4 in Bird Library, and Undergraduate Night's finals edition will be held from 7 to 10, featuring pizza and de-stress activities. Next Wednesday, a wellness room will feature coloring, Zen boards, and even massage chairs. Wow. And finally, starting next Friday, Bird Library will be open 24 hours a day, while Carnegie will be open until 11 p.m.
That's nice to hear. I'm not sure if you're going to find me there, Jake, though, but VPA is holding an annual winter sale tomorrow it's actually be throughout the day. The sale will feature ceramics from the Shapes Clay Society. The event is open to the public at the Schaefer Art Building, and you can request accessibility accommodations by contacting the School of Art with the number on your screen.
Well, Syracuse is known for its orange, but students might be able to see some pink as well next year. On October 6th, Pink will be coming to the Dome as part of her Summer Carnival tour. The tour will also feature Sheryl Crow, The Script, and Kid Cut Up. Fans can expect Pink to perform her biggest hits, such as So What, Trust Fall, and Just Give Me a Reason. Some classics there. Presale tickets will be available on December 7th and can be purchased at livenation.com.
Gosh, Just Give Me a Reason, that's a blast from the past. Well, Syracuse University is looking to educate the community on holiday bias catchphrases this season. And here to inform us on university initiatives to educate students is our reporter, Maura Vaughn. Maura, how you doing?
John, I'm good. Thanks for asking. And throughout the entire semester, the Community Standards and Bias Education at Syracuse has put together Tough Topic Tuesday, addressing topics that are more difficult to have an open dialogue among fellow students. Now, the goal of this initiative is to create a space open to asking questions regarding topics such as mental health, cancel culture, and earlier today's topic, using certain holiday statements that may not include all students in regards to what they celebrate holidays this month. Now, I had the chance to speak to Jessica Roberts, bias coordinator and leader of Tough Topic Tuesday, around the reasoning for this event.
And often we have, students and others just in our lives conflicted on how to greet people and what to say and what's allowed, right? And so this conversation is really just an opportunity for us to talk openly about how we can spread cheer and not hate, right? And how we can navigate through difficult conversations, whether it be around religion or holidays specifically, or just other things like that, especially during what's supposed to be a kind of happy and lighthearted time of year.
Conversation, points were brought up by the community, such as how students and those of non-holiday celebrators might feel with holiday-based events on campus, and how growing up, some students felt they were only educated on winter holidays such as Christmas or Hanukkah. Jessica Roberts also says, quote, "Even if you do celebrate certain holidays, the holiday season might be a spike of grief for some without families or places to go home to. It's important to be cognizant of our inclusive language." Now, Syracuse University puts together various events throughout the month of December to celebrate and educate ourselves on holidays we may not celebrate, as well as ways to just enjoy the winter season. These events can all be found under the Syracuse University events calendar. For the last time this semester, this is Maura Vaughn. Jake and John, back to you.
Great reporting today, Maura. Always important to be mindful, especially during this holiday season. It's also, I guess today, it's important to stay dry too, right? We had everything under the sun, except for the sun, weather-wise today. Some rain, some snow, some sleet. I went for a run this morning. I didn't know what season it was. I was freezing cold, but I'm going to Miami actually this weekend, so I'm kind of happy.
Jealous of you there, John. Yeah, I haven't seen the sun in a while. I was thinking about that today. I was leaving class today with our other CitrusTV members, Ben Schiller and Chillicothe.
Oh, great people.
We walked out of class at 3 p.m. and it was dark, and we were just getting pelted in the face by hail. It was bad, but we've got a new face in studio today to tell you guys about your weather report. Lauren Holdmeyer, welcome to Tuesday News. What do you got for us on weather?
Any sun, Laura?
Thank you, Jake and John. Now, I do have to say, we did see a lot of that snow, sleet, hail type of weather today, which was a little bit weird. I didn't quite know what to think as I was walking outside today. Is it rain? Is it snow? What is it? But that temperature right now, about 33 degrees, and the feels like is 32, so pretty close to the actual temperature. And then let's take a look at our temperatures around the area. We're pretty much seeing the same story across the board. A little bit warmer up in Fulton at 34, Rome at 35, and then Ithaca is down at 33, Binghamton down at 32. So we're seeing pretty much the same story of those low to mid 30s consistent throughout the board. But if we look ahead to tonight, those temperatures are going to remain consistent. We're going to see about 33 degrees, 40% chance of flurries as the night goes on tonight, but I'll have more about that potential snow we're going to be seeing later on in the show, guys.
Lauren, thank you. Well, with the holiday season in full swing, the students can consider giving back to the community through food donations. Our Caitlin Campbell is here to tell us more about the opportunities around Syracuse. Caitlin, good evening.
John, yeah, with the holidays, it is the perfect time to give back before heading home for the holidays. I was able to talk to the food pantries on and off campus to learn more about what they are all about and their holiday efforts. The Food Bank of Central New York is just one outlet for those that may need food assistance, and Chief Development Officer Lynn High explains exactly how the food bank works.
Take in food, and we get food from the U.S. government, and we get donated food from manufacturers, retailers, grocers, and then we purchase food, and then we get that food out to the individual food pantries, soup kitchens, emergency shelters. At the onset of COVID, we saw that humongous increase in need in the community, and there was a lot of government programs that came in and really helped families out. We are seeing that need go back up to pandemic level. In October of 2023, we distributed over 2.1 million pounds of food. We have not been at that level since October of 2020.
On campus, Hendricks Chapel offers a food pantry for students, and Leandra Tyler, student coordinator, discusses how students can utilize the pantry.
So we're open Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. We're no questions asked, so any student that feels that they need to use the food pantry can come in once a week and utilize our pantry. So we've had a lot of great food drives before Thanksgiving break and also afterwards, which has been amazing with stocking our shelves. We will be open over winter break, so if students do need emergency food services, we will be here to provide them.
Before heading home, people can consider giving back to the community by donating food to any food bank and Brighten Persons Day. Now, students can drop by Hendricks Chapel as well as other local pantries to donate or pick up food before heading home. But for right now, I'm Caitlin Campbell reporting in studio.
Well, Caitlin, thank you for your coverage. Appreciate it tonight. Now, you might be wondering what happened to the trailers in the Wegmans parking lots, where maybe in the past you dropped off some charity items. According to a spokesperson from Rescue Mission, it's Rescue Mission's trailers, Wegmans has asked the company to relocate its donation centers. And Wegmans has partnered now with Rescue Mission for many years in the past to park their donation trailers in those lots. Well, earlier this year, the trailers at the James Street and John Glenn Wegmans locations both shut down. Now there are plans to relocate the trailer at Great Northern Wegmans to the parking lot that's actually right next door by the end of the year. Community members are currently being asked to bring donation items to support thrifty shoppers.
And County Executive Ryan McMahon is asking the county legislature for $30 million for community development projects. These projects include changing villages, boosting tourism in agricultural areas, and building new housing. This comes as a step towards solving the housing crisis, which is expected to get worse. McMahon says the plan is targeted for specific challenges which could help developers put more existing homes on the market.
And many Syracuse residents are currently without heat. Approximately 183 tenants at the Rugby Square Apartments in the Eastwood neighborhood of Syracuse have been without heat since Thursday. According to a resident, tenants were given space heaters a month ago due to a boiler issue. The residents have had to rely solely on the heaters for the past few days, causing a spike in their electric bills with no reimbursements from the complex owners. And according to a resident, the complex has also been avoiding questions about the matter. Ooh, tough situation there.
And a 77-year-old man has been hit and killed in a hit and run. Police responded to East Adams Street around 10:30 last night for a reported vehicle pedestrian crash. The man was found with critical injuries and was transported to upstate where he died.
And coming up on News Live at 6, what Central New Yorkers have to say about a gun initiative in the city.
And why New York State might not hit their climate goals for 2030. All that and more after the break.
Welcome to an excellent episode of Live from Studio B.
You're watching Citrus TV News live at 6 with Jake Morel, John Perik, and Brandon Myers. Now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back to Live at 6. Syracuse residents tonight reacting over a new gun initiative involving bodegas in New York City. Our Peyton Spellacy reports.
This won't protect y'all.
It's not.
This glass is not going to protect y'all.
Even people who visit these stores believe that workers should be able to have concealed guns. Nyrasia Sherman says the previous owner of Union Marketplace was robbed twice.
He showed me each time he got robbed on camera. I just feel like it's for y'all safety.
He says these types of stores are easy targets.
I feel like they should be able to protect themselves as well as all of us should.
The current owner of Union Place Market agrees.
Stores like this, you know, and especially some neighborhoods, you have to have something on you to, you know, protect yourself. Like stores, I mean, every store, not only these kind of stores.
Burton Menninger is a small business owner. His wife already has a concealed gun for security because they often have desirable items on them.
We get paid cash sometimes, and we carry checks, and we have access to all kinds of buildings at all hours of the day and night.
He says the process to get a gun is lengthy and costly, but worth it.
In New York State, you have to take a class to get you certified. Then you have to go. Then you have to pay for the class. Then you have to pay for a background check. Then it has to be submitted to the sheriff's department to get approval.
While some like Burton think it's necessary, others are more hesitant for workers to have guns.
Because you never know what the man with the gun is thinking, or the other vice versa. I don't know what they might be on that day.
Peyton, thank you. Staying in state here, New York might not meet its 2030 climate goals. A new report by Public Power in New York predicted that despite the progress the state has made, it will not meet its clean energy targets for 2030. This comes as New York is preparing for its first offshore wind farm to come online, and after Governor Kathy Hochul announced a multi-billion-dollar investment in renewable energy projects in October. Patrick Robbins, the coordinator of the New York Energy Democracy Alliance, explained that the pandemic, supply chain issues, and unstable leases may have all played a role in this. He says that while the state may not meet their goals on time, they're still achievable.
And coming up on News Live at 6, what snowfall can you expect over the next day? Stick with us.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
From the CitrusTV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
And let's take a look at your full 5-day forecast for this week. Tomorrow, it's still going to be cold just like today, a high of only 33 degrees. Thursday, we're going to see maybe a little bit more of those snow showers. We are going to get up to about 37 degrees on Thursday. And as you can see, as we move towards the weekend, we are going to be warming up all the way into the upper 50s by Sunday. And we are going to be seeing some showers on Sunday, which will wash any of that potential snow that we're seeing later on in this week away. However, sticking to tonight and into tomorrow morning, let's take a look at your feels like temperature for the next 12 hours. Look at that. It is going to be cold by the time you wake up tomorrow. 8 a.m. a feels like temperature of only 20 degrees. So make sure when you are waking up and heading out for your classes tomorrow morning, you are grabbing that heavy winter coat, your winter hat, anything you might need to protect you from that chilly air and maybe even a little bit of snow. Let's take a look at our snowfall expectations over the next 24 hours. We're going to see flakes possible overnight tonight beginning at 10 p.m. and that will last into the morning until about 9 o'clock. And then that snow may start up again by tomorrow night at 7. We're not expecting too much accumulation there, maybe just topping off at about an inch, but it's definitely going to make for some struggles getting to class tomorrow morning. John and Jake?
Lauren, we don't love hearing that.
No,
Looks
I
like
don't.
John here won't be going for a
I
run
was
tomorrow.
about to say that. I was about to say it. 20 degrees at 8 a.m. That's when I go on my run. It's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Give me to Florida, Jake. All right. Well, one thing that could warm me up, though, is Taco Bell, right? Hey, it's coming to Syracuse University, but not how you may expect. Today, Taco Bell unveiling their exclusive Taco Bell SOS kit for college students without an on-campus restaurant. That's us. The new kit features Taco Bell at-home essentials, including flavored crunchy taco shells, fan favorite sauces, seasoning packets, and how about exclusive stain-resistant bed sheet for in-bed studying and snacking. Jake, I can't get it without laughing.
That is awesome, John. The company will be selling their exclusive boxes on Amazon while supplies last. So, hey, we headed over to Amazon to see if they were still in stock, and unfortunately, they have sold out, John. You got to stick with your regular sheets until next year.
Yeah. What are we going to do? You know, sometimes you snooze, you lose. Well, hey, you know who's not going to lose tonight? Hopefully, Syracuse basketball. Peter?
That'd be pretty great, John. We're tacoing all about it here in sports. But first, how about this guy right here? Head coach Fran Brown introduced on campus yesterday. The reaction from alumni and the impact it's having on recruiting. And John, we'll talk about basketball, a heaping coverage of sports. We'll have the highlights from last night's women's basketball game and a preview of tonight's men's contest. All that and a couple tacos after the break here on News Live at 6.
Welcome to my house. Lately, not my happy place. Everybody's pretty tired of each other. The parents were not themselves. My little brothers were morphing into small creatures. The walls were closing in. Clearly, a case of too much family, too close, 24/7. and there's a lot of that going around right now. If this sounds like your house, try going someplace new. YourLifeYourVoice.org. You'll find lots of ideas to help you handle the family stresses of being confined to close quarters. YourLifeYourVoice.org. It might not get you out of the house, but it could help you find a little more breathing room.
Baby, you see, you're so right for me, and I'm right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go. Baby, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
A new era of Syracuse football begins today. Please join me in welcoming head coach Fran Brown.
A new era indeed. Brown is in town. Welcome into sports. I'm Peter Elliott. The introductory press conference is a big moment for every college football head coach, a chance to set the tone for their tenure and establish support from players, fans, and donors. Fran Brown did all of that on Monday, speaking off the cuff and from the heart about his values and experience. The alumni in the Lally Center cheered approvingly, and the fanfare extended to social media. Beloved former quarterback Eric Dungy, who led the team to that thrilling 10-3 season in 2018, taking to X, saying he loves the hire. Quote, players feed off the energy, and Fran Brown has it and more. The NCAA is giving out 7th and 8th years. If only I could get my 5th. Congratulations, coach, and excited to see you lead this school, end quote. SU fans probably wishing Dungy could suit up next year. SU is still looking for a quarterback to fill Garrett Schrader's shoes next fall. And now we know about Fran Brown's reputation for talent evaluation and development. 247 Sports tabbing him as the nation's best recruiter while he was at the University of Georgia. And he's bringing along a staff that shares his talent for luring top talent. Elijah Robinson comes over from Texas A&M, where he served as the defensive line coach and most recently the interim head coach. Offensive coordinator Jeff Nixon is reportedly coming in from the New York Giants. You can see the rest of his coaching staff there as well. And Brown not wasting any time, saying he would leave campus to hit the recruiting trail just hours after his press conference. This weekend, Syracuse is gearing up for what looks like the biggest few days of on-campus recruiting in a long time. Take a look at all those players and all those stars visiting the 315, a direct result of this new hire. Brown will make his first public appearance at tonight's men's basketball game and deliver a speech to fans. Well, speaking of that game, the Hoop Squad is probably thankful that the Brown Bonanza has distracted Orange fans from the worst loss this season under new head coach Adrian Autry. SU is reeling from an 84-62 blowout loss at the hands of Virginia on Saturday. Not the kind of way you want to open your conference slate. With the loss, Syracuse stumbles to a 5-3 record. Coach Autry, how do you move on from that road route?
Put it behind you. It's just, we got another game coming up. Can't dwell on that, whether you win or lose. That's just always what you have to do. It's the early part of the season. We still have a lot of games left, so we got to, put this game behind us and get prepared for our next opponent.
And that next opponent that Autry mentioned is in-state foe Cornell, who come to the Hill looking for a major upset. Still, history is on Syracuse's side when it comes to playing the Ivy Leaguers from Ithaca. The last time the Big Red beat the Orange was in 1968, 2 years before CitrusTV signed on the air. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. against a Cornell team that is 7-1 this season and could make things interesting inside the Dome. Well, how about another team that was looking to get to 7-1 last night? The SU women's basketball team. The Q seeking its 25th straight non-conference home win last night against Northeastern. Let's review the tape. The Orange looking for a big win against the Huskies. How about here? Georgia Woolley stops and pops, sending a defender flying, saying goodbye, mate, as she catches a pass from fellow Aussie Sophie Burrows. A nifty shot from Woolley, who led the Orange in scoring with 17 points. To the third, Daisha Fair driving and dishing, finding Sophie Burrows, who drains a triple of her own. It's 50-41 SU. To the fourth now, the Orange trying to put the Huskies away and looking for the dagger. Here it's Isabel Verajao who lights the lamp to make it a 20-point lead. SU would win by 22. That's SU's fourth win in a row. The Cuse have only dropped just one game this season. That lone loss, a 2-point heartbreaker on the road to number 20 Maryland. So this is a team that very well could be undefeated, guys. It's another strong start for Felicia Leggett-Jack in her second season at the helm of this Orange program. Last year's team was 6-2 by this point in the season. Coach Jack ended her day with a win, but she started it by welcoming Fran Brown at his press conference, and she wasn't the only notable figure celebrating the new era of Syracuse football. Guys, can I give you just a partial list of who else I saw in attendance at the Lally Center?
Please do.
Adrian Autry and his predecessor, Jim Boeheim, of course. Men's soccer head coach Ian McIntyre. Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh. County Executive Ryan McMahon. Former Congressman John Katko, who's also on the board of SU's NIL Collective. Just about every local sports reporter you can think of. And John Perik, a true who's who of Central New York luminaries at the Lally Center on Monday.
That cute?
It really was. Everyone who's who.
Yeah,
the big names were there.
It was quite the event yesterday morning. And hey, there's a buzz around campus today too. There's a lot of excitement. That's for sure.
You really can feel it.
Yeah, we're excited to see it. Hey, when we come back, we'll have one last look at your wake-up weather.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! Go?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Yeah! Oh, I thought you were on my team.
Stand precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
And welcome back to News Live at 6. Let's take one last look at your weather for tomorrow. When you wake up, it's going to be about 31 degrees, and then we'll warm up to about 33 degrees in the afternoon. But looking ahead to 6 p.m., we are going to drop down into the 20s, so I hate to bring it to you guys, but tomorrow isn't going to be the best day to be outside going on that run.
Lauren, that's too bad. Well, you know what else is too bad? This is our final show of the semester here on Tuesday News.
It's sad. It's sad, and you know, actually, let's do something a little unconventional here. Let's get everyone on camera. Come on. Come on. There are so many people that you guys don't see that are behind the scenes that make this work. I want everyone. Come on. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Ben Schiller, come on.
Oh, we got everyone in here.
Let's do it. The faces of Tuesday News, the people that make this all work. And without you guys, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, we really
get in the
this
shot,
has been,
too.
this has
Come
been
on,
such
you're
a
out of the
blast. Let's give a big thank you to our executive producer, Kelsey Leary.
Let's go. Can we go to the control room shot? I want to see Kelsey.
Yeah.
We don't have that shot.
We don't have the
I'm hearing we
control
don't
room
have
shot
it.
for you
That's
guys,
sad.
but just a huge thank you to everybody that makes this work behind the scenes. It's not just the pretty faces that you see on camera, you know, me and John here, but it's everybody, you know, it takes everyone.
Yeah, and you know we got Brandon Myers. The forecast stinks, by the way, for tomorrow morning. But great to have you here. Just everyone, outstanding reporters, outstanding producers, and thank you everyone for being here on Tuesday News. I'm John Perik.
And I'm Jake Morel. Until next semester.